Yeah, my class is gonna start in like 15 minutes, but maybe I could just bust out this video right now, and maybe I'll just give this a little testimony time or whatever. So, um, um, I was watching this video, and it was talking about how this guy believes that Satan's kingdom is underwater. Okay, and I'm gonna tell about these two different types of stories. It's testimony, okay? And it really did happen, and there's people that can testify alongside of me about this. Okay, so anyway, the first story, I was in drug addiction, of me, my sister, and her friend, and my sister's daughter. We were cruising around and whatever, and we're gonna get ready to go over to these people's place, right? But we're like, okay, like let's go on the reservation that I'm from. There's like a swim area. You have to like drive in, and it's like rocks with like the water, the whole river. It connects to the Missouri River anyway. So like you drive in there, and then on this side where the grass is, it's like a huge softball field. Across is like the bathrooms, and then there's like a dumpster on this side. Anyway, so we pull in, we turn around, and we park right here. So like our car is facing like out where you drive out, and then right across from the way was the dumpster. And it was dark time, like it was nighttime. There was like moonlight out. Anyway, we didn't want to smoke in the car, so we all got out of the car. We parked. We got out of the car. We were all standing there. We light up the cigarette. We were holding the baby, like whatever. And all of a sudden, over at that dumpster, I don't know feet in length, like, how far it was, but it was just like right over there. And so basically, we hear, this is what I equated the noise to. Okay, so it was like, you know how like you take a basketball and you like throw it into the dumpster, and it'd be like boom, 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 like that. So that's what it sounded like a basketball. That's what I thought it was. And I was like, we were like, what is that? Like, on the Bible, this happened. So this thing comes and it jumps up out of the dumpster. This thing, it looked like it had like a human-like figure. It had like a human-like figure, and then so it like jumps. It's like jumps way high up in the air, and then it lands like right beside the dumpster, kind of like a little ways away, and then it starts like hobbling towards us, like hobbling towards us, like as if it was like this weird hobble, like weird looking thing, and we're like, like what the heck? And we jump in the car, we speed away, and we're like, what was that? What was that? What was that? Like, it was so freaky. Right hand on the Bible. And the people that were there, we all seen it. It was creepy. It was scary. It was definitely some kind of water or something. And so like the second time, but this is creepy because like just now I remembered. So back whenever I was little, well, I don't know, maybe I had like a calcium or potassium deficiency or something, but my uncle and my auntie, they were married. They had a boat. They were taking us boating, and I kept having, like, we would go, we had the life jackets on. We would like be hanging on, would fly off, and then like I would be like wading in the water, and then like my leg would just fly into it like a cramp. Like my calf would just like cramp up like really bad, and I'm like, I hated water. I hated the water for a long time. Ever since I was little, actually. I didn't like the water. And so, so anyway, this one time, this girl and her boyfriend at the time, we all worked at Subway. And so we get off work and we go to the river. There was nobody there, just me, him, and her. And we're like, yeah, let's dive in. We'll go dive in. We'll swim out to like the buoys and we'll swim back. Okay. So we go we all jump in, we swim out, and everything was okay. Like, you know, I didn't think nothing. I was just like, okay, like we're gonna go for a swim. It's pretty cool. Like, we're hanging out, whatever. So then on my way back, like I turned around to go swim back, and then my, like, you know how it's usually like the back of your calves cramping up. This was like the tops of my thighs, literally, like it felt like twisted knots. And there's an episode of SpongeBob where his legs cramp up, or he gets a cramp and it looks like a knot, like, you know. And I was like literally drowning, and I was like, I couldn't like grasp myself, like, and I was even calling for them to like help me. And it was weird because like they apparently couldn't hear me. It was really freaky. It was really creepy and weird. And the pain was so bad. It was so bad. And so, you know, it just kind of, it really, I don't know, I believe it though. And on the reservation where I'm from, so by a miracle, everybody always tries to like cover up like the supernatural stuff, but for me, I'm like, I see right through it. But it doesn't make me any better than nobody. But what I'm saying is that, okay, so on the reservation, there's these things called zebra mussels, and they're like a little clam thing, but like a cluster of like little clams, and they're really sharp. So like whenever you like walk on them, they would cut your feet and stuff. Anyway, so apparently a boat had brought them in, and then they just kind of like, well, how do you say it, like scattered and spread. They were everywhere underneath the water. They were everywhere. We went like where we usually swim at, we went on the other side, try to swim there. They were everywhere, like molt or like infestation it was called, or whatever. But I felt like that was like a plague of God, like telling us to stay out of the river water, literally. I don't know why, I don't know. And so yeah, those are the two testimonies that I have about like the river monsters and whatever. But yeah, bye.